Want to travel around the world? Walk with lions and bungee jump off cliffs? Visit 100 countries and 8 wonders of the world. Experience culture and travel on a budget? Well, tune on into Mr. 100 Countries Visited. Man, greetings, everybody. It's Lucci back at it, here to talk about another country, another day, which is one of my favorite countries in the world, and that is Brazil. My gosh, I was so excited landing, and it was my second time here. So, capital of Brazil is Brasilia. It has a population of about 211 million people. It's on the continent of South America. Dialing code is +55, and it has a area. It has a size of 3.286 million square miles. My gosh, the Amazon flows through it, and it borders the Atlantic Ocean. So, man, it's some fun, exhilarating things in this video. I started out in Rio, and you will see in different parts of this, I actually hopped around to different cities. So, went from Rio to Agazu Falls to Paraguay, and then Paraguay to Sao Paulo. So, check it out. So, man, when landing in Rio, a brother was so happy because the night before, when I was in Chile, it was a whole brawl in the airport. I'm going to give a little flashback right now just to give a recap of it. But Chile is a whole video in itself. This shit crazy. Crazy. Man, so yeah, as you can see, we dealt with a little bit of madness overnight. It delayed our flight by 4 hours. And what's even crazy is we had to get on the plane with them folks. So again, that's a whole nother video for y'all to watch. So yeah, this is me arriving in Rio, and I stayed in Copacabana this time. So Copacabana is aligned with the Atlantic Ocean, and it's just like a top tourist area in Rio de Janeiro. So, again, I love Rio. Rio was just so beautiful. The culture is just so lively, and as you can see, it's just nice and green. The breathing is kind of easy. A wonder of the world is there, and man, it's just everything. The city got its name from a river that is actually a bay. The capital is one of the largest empires in the world, so it was a capital. And it has the 8th biggest library in the world. And also, Rio de Janeiro had the largest slave port in history. So, those are some little interesting facts about Rio. That's Christ the Redeemer right there. So again, pretty much whenever you're in Rio and a lot of, areas of the city, Christ the Redeemer is just a staple of, the city. And it can be viewed from various angles. So they have lots of mountains. It's great for hiking, and so forth. You got to be careful where you're going because you don't want to wander off in some places, especially like a favela. They have one of the most dangerous favelas in the world, but we ain't focused on that right now. We want to keep it light, and outside of, the cons to any city, is so much beauty. And as you can see, Rio has so much beauty. So keep on watching. So by the evening, the mission was to get out and just enjoy the Rio ambiance, the nightlife. My first time I wanted to go out in Rio, I fell asleep. I overslept, got all dressed up for nothing. So I said, I'm going out this time. So this was me in the Lapa district. And the Lapa district is known for, its entertainment nightlife. It has a bunch of clubs and so forth. And then the scene was just lit and live. They was playing samba music. You can get your drink anywhere. The drinks is just super affordable in Rio. And man, they don't stop partying until the break of dawn. So, man, I had a good old time. That's it. That's all. I think, again, from the plane ride, everybody was just ready to kick it. So when we got done shaking the shimmy and the night away and resting up, it was time to just kick it in Brazil during the day. Have some brunch, and then by the evening, I wanted to head back to the Lapa district because I remember seeing these murals and just art and whatnot, and I wanted to check them out in detail a little bit further. And as you can see, they're just so detailed and rich and just, man, so much thought to it. I just thought it was just a great thing. So that was that. In the Lapa district as well is the infamous Celarón Stairs. So the Celarón Stairs is known as the Lapa Steps for being situated in the Lapa neighborhood. And it is a set of world famous steps in Rio. They are the work of Chilean-born artist Jorge Celarón, who claimed it as my tribute to the Brazilian people. The height of them stands at about 410 feet tall. And it's just filled with vivid colors and a symbol of his Tennessee and passion and so forth. So again, they're world famous. If you recall Snoop Dogg's beautiful video with Pharrell Williams back in 2002, that's exactly where they were. So we ended up getting some cuisine at this Indian restaurant before heading on out back to Copacabana area. And you already know what the mission was, to party, baby. So that's what happened. I love to support my community, so I was at the gay bar here, and it was fun. I forgot what the name of it was called, but I was here for about an hour or two, and then take it all on in with the locals and so forth. And then from there, it was time to party a little bit more. So maybe go to Copacabana Beach.
A gin and tonic.
Yes. No, it can be here. Okay.
So the next morning, man, I was so excited because I was about to go to one of my favorite places in the world for the second time. And if you look at that statue that's sitting on top of that mountain, you already know what time it is. That is Christ the Redeemer, baby. A wonder of the world. And, it's just a symbolism of the Brazilian people. It was built at this point, it's 2025. I believe it was built in the 1930s. So it's coming up on 100 years, man. And it's just iconic. So that's where we were headed just now. It cost about the equivalent of $25 US, including the train to head up to the top of Christ the Redeemer. And you can also hike up there too, which one day I hope to, because I really, really love, just hiking, the nature and all that and so forth. So the train ride takes about, about like 15 minutes to get to the top. And I don't know what that guy was on, but I just found it odd. He was just in the middle. So there we go. I made my way to the top. So check it out. So man, my inspiration for this outfit was definitely to be a fly chef. And I found these cool little hamburger slides online, and I was just like, man, let me put something together. Let me throw some Lucci into this. So that's what I came up with. So as you can see, I was still here playing with the monkeys and so forth. This was descending from Christ the Redeemer. So the following, well, no, I'm lying. This isn't the following day. This is that evening. I wanted to go back to Ipanema Beach, and I'm so mad because, man, they were closing up. And I'm like, dang, I wanted to relive that vibe that I experienced the first time.
Got that dinero on my mind. Ooh, I got real problems just like you. Tell that bitch I don't like you.
So yeah, they were closing up, but I still took in the time to, take in the beach and the scenery. The weather was just amazing this night, and normally it'd just be a ton of people out here, just umbrellas and chairs and drinks flowing and just a good time. But this is kind of like the wrap of my time in Rio. Well, I had a layover later, as you will see in a later video. But this was my final evening before going to another city. Well, cities in Rio. So, y'all continue to watch, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Sorry about my speech at times, but y'all know what it is. I like one takes, and that's it. That's all. You get it raw and organically. Mad love to y'all. Bye-bye.